Hi everyone, this is Pastor Tim with this week's video update. As summer winds down and as we anticipate the arrival of fall, we look forward at Grace to the relaunch of a number of ministries. On September the 13th, our Grace Kids ministry is relaunching. It'll take place in our second service, which means that for those of you who are serving in Grace Kids, or those of you who are considering serving in Grace Kids, you could come to worship at our first service and serve in the second service. We still have some openings for some additional volunteers in the Grace Kids ministry. If you have interest in helping out in that strategic ministry, we'd encourage you to contact Christy Smith. One of our core values at Grace Church involves doing church together as a team. We believe it's the most effective way to do ministry, and we certainly need a team of people to be serving the children of the church. We look forward to the relaunch of Grace Kids on September 13th. We also look forward to the relaunch of our life group ministry. We have 13 life groups that are preparing to meet together this fall. Actually, small groups, life groups, is also one of our core values here at Grace Church. We believe that it is a setting that is ideal for accountability and nurture and the development of real New Testament community. There are still 4 life groups that have openings. There's a sign-up sheet that's out in the lobby. If you've not yet signed up for a life group for this fall, we'd encourage you to check out the options that are available. We've got some wonderful leaders and some wonderful subjects that are being focused on in those life groups. Check out the one that fits you and sign up for it. Again, those life groups begin the week of September the 13th. Also want you to know that there is an informational meeting coming up this Sunday following the second service. It's going to be about 10 minutes following the second service. There's going to be some video presentations from several of our staff people. The elders and the pastors are prepared to interact with the church, respond to some questions that people might have about where we're headed as we move into the fall. If you have a question, a specific question that you would like to ask the elders and the pastors, you could submit questions by writing out your question and sending it to info@grace906.com. And those questions will be directed to the elders and pastors so that we could think about them in advance of that meeting on Sunday. I hope many of you can be with us. We think it will be a worthwhile time of communication for us as a body. Also want you to know that we have 2 prayer gatherings coming up. One tomorrow morning at 7 o'clock. Every Thursday morning at 7 a.m., there's a group of us who unite together in prayer. We seek the Lord because He's worthy to be sought. And those times have been so meaningful. And then on Monday evenings at 6:30, we have a weekly corporate prayer time where, again, we're going hard after God, seeking Him in worship, and having the prayer time begin by looking at a passage of Scripture. There's time for us to bring our concerns and our requests to God and to do it in agreement together. Those times have been rich and meaningful times. And again, prayer is one of our core values here. It's an essential to the life and ministry of the church to be gathered together for prayer. Well, finally, this Sunday in our worship gatherings at 8:45 and 11, and they'll be live streamed at 8:45 and 11, and they will be live at those 2 times. We're going to have an opportunity to look at the biography of Esther. Esther is a towering character in the Older Testament. She was a woman who was courageous. She was a woman who was a great encouragement in many ways, who God sovereignly placed in a strategic position in a moment of time. And so we're going to be continuing our teaching series Learning from life stories, a study in biblical biographies this Sunday by looking at Esther, and I look forward to the opportunity to preach from her story this weekend. Well, that's it for today. I look forward to seeing many of you soon. Blessings on you, Grace Church.